driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Rodgers throws on target to Duvernay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Panthers, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And once again they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they can't bring him down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hurts. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
Yep.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Hurt. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Rodgers. Drops it off for Chubb. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Ravens 37, Panthers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Hurts escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Being chased out left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over. Play 56. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Second and 10. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Rodgers, a free play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tucker now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Hurts. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Andrews. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one too low. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 39 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just